Another short video today on something called apple cider vinegar. Now, I don't know how many of you have heard of this, how many of you use it. It's got a lot of benefits, but I never realised how many. As I say, all these things that I'm beginning to find now are very beneficial to everything we do on a daily basis. So I just wanted to put it out there. It's a very short video. Apple cider vinegar benefits for diabetes. Significantly improves insulin sensitivity, so insulin works better. I've touched on insulin resistance before, where your pancreas is pumping out insulin but it can't get into the cell to do its job, so you become resistant. It just keeps pumping more out and it can't do its job. Insulin sensitivity is the opposite, when the body doesn't have to make as much insulin because it's used effectively. So this helps with that. The pancreas, as I say, doesn't work as hard. One study showed 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar in water before each meal showed improvements in diabetics, pre-diabetics and people who hadn't got either. So it's for everyone, not just for people who've got issues. Can be taken in water before bed for people who have blood sugar issues, again along the lines of diabetes. It also significantly reduces blood sugar after a high carb meal. So if you'd eaten a high carb meal, I don't know, your bread, your rice, your pastas, your potatoes, things like that, then taking this afterwards can help to blunt the high insulin response. Because every time you take in carbohydrates, they spike insulin. It goes through the roof if you have a high carb meal. So this will help. A doctor I follow called Dr. Josh Axe in America found some new medical research that also suggests that apple cider vinegar ingestion can help reduce acid reflux, lower blood pressure, improving diabetes and support weight loss. Now these benefits come from the powerful healing compounds which it has, one of which is acetic acid. Now acetic acid, I'll go through in a minute, potassium, magnesium, probiotics and enzymes it has. So if you're using it for fat loss, 1 to 2 teaspoons, it says, of apple cider vinegar in a pint of water and drink before meals. Now I use 1 tablespoon of lemon, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar in a pint of water, and I have that just once a day. But they're saying if you use it for fat loss, use it before each meal, but just use a teaspoon in a pint of water and drink before each meal. Okay, we've got acetic acid. Now that kills the bad bacteria in the body and assists the good bacteria to flourish. Now you need good bacteria, but you've always got bad bacteria there. The good bacteria will kill off or help to get rid of the bad bacteria. So you need both, but your good bacteria is doing its job. It's getting rid of the bad. You're never going to eliminate bad bacteria altogether. It's always present in your body, but you need it in minimum amounts. So it's classed as a natural antibiotic through doing that. So that's what these doctors' reports are saying. Apple cider vinegar is also a good source of polyphenols, which helps prevent cardiovascular disease, cancers, osteoporosis, diabetes, neurodegenerative diseases and Alzheimer's. So it's got little bits of help for everything there. I'll go through polyphenols in a minute. Used for detoxification, it's also a liver and lymphatic drainage tonic to help detoxification. Balances your pH levels, stimulates cardiovascular system and bowel movement. Now I'm going to do a separate video on pH because I've had a new little, what I call it, a little toy that I've ordered that helps to balance out your pH. So I'm going to try that and I'm going to come back with a video on pH. Apple cider vinegar, the acetic acid that it contains is acidic by nature, but it has an alkaline effect on the rest of the body, balancing your body's pH, which can reduce the risk of chronic illnesses like cancer and can dramatically increase energy. So again, it's got a lot of properties for a simple drink that's sort of fermented from apples. It can be used to treat allergies. It breaks up mucus in the body. Now this is the main reason I took it initially. I always felt like I had a lot of mucus back in my throat, nose, it's gone. Honestly, it's gone, and I've been taking it for a long time. And there's times when I'm not consistent with it. I try to do it every day, once a day, but there's days when I miss, so I haven't been 100% consistent. But I find these days I don't have rubbish on my throat, I don't have rubbish in my nose, back of my nasal. Now, it could be due to the fact that I use an anti-inflammatory diet all the time. That may have something to do with it, but since I started using this, I feel it's had an effect. And again, you're looking at pennies for a bottle of apple cider vinegar, and use 2 tablespoons a day. It's nothing. So, apple cider vinegar can be used to treat allergies. It breaks up mucus and supports the body's lymphatic drainage and immune system. It can clear sinuses. 2 teaspoons in a pint of water 3 times a day for allergies, this Dr. Axe was saying. So, might be worth a try if you have any sort of allergies, to see if it just helps a little bit. For what it costs, it can't hurt. I usually try things for 4 to 6 weeks before I make a decision on whether it's good, bad or indifferent. You might need a couple of bottles in 6 weeks, you know, a couple of quid, give it a try, see what happens. Okay, what is pH? Basically, pH is used as a measure of whether the body is maintaining a normal acid-base balance. A favourable pH is essential to the function of the enzymes and other biochemical systems. The body's fluids are normally a little alkaline, the pH range being between 7.35 and 7.45. Now, just get this bit, a pH range above 7.8 or below 6.8 is generally fatal. So you need the pH balance in your body. Your body's always working to try and balance out everything, your hormones and everything in your body. But it can use a little bit of help now and again. It doesn't hurt. And if your diet is basically inflammatory, then you're not helping your body. So it's working hard just to maintain a balance, and it can't keep doing that forevermore if you don't help it along. All you've got to do is just stick to an anti-inflammatory diet, and you'll get major benefits. So again, your pH balance between 7.35, 7.45. You can't, there must be ways of measuring it. I haven't looked into that. You can't measure it as such, but obviously if it's fatal, you'll know. So what are polyphenols? As I mentioned earlier, they are phytochemicals, meaning they're compounds found abundantly in natural plant food sources that have an antioxidant property effect in your body. Again, back to this antioxidants, you cannot get enough. There is so much pollution, inflammatory diets, stress. You can manage stress to a degree, but you're always going to have stress in your life. You can't sort of do a lot about the pollution in the air, but if you're taking in enough antioxidants, it can deal with it to a large extent. It can deal with it. If you're on a very inflammatory diet, that's compounding the issue. So with all the other things, the stress and the stuff you're breathing in and that, you're just getting worse and worse and worse. So try and minimise the risk. That's all you can do. Minimise the risk. There's over 8,000 known polyphenols that have been identified, found in foods such as green tea, wine, chocolates, dark chocolates preferably, fruit, veg, extra virgin olive oil, and that's just naming a few. So to take in if you only did 1 tablespoon, but 2 tablespoons a day with perhaps adding a tablespoon of pure lemon juice, not some cordial, and take it in a pint of water once a day. It is a bit of an acquired taste, but you soon get used to that, and it's going to help your gut bacteria, which is going to help your pH balance, which is going to help your stomach and the acidic base in your body to balance out and do its job. So I just wanted to put that out there. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of it. I'd never used it till some time ago, and I saw this short video and decided to give it a try. And I feel for mucus and rubbish in your throat and that, it's helped a lot. I didn't realise the other benefits until I've researched this, so it's a bonus. So as always, thanks very much for taking the time to listen. I'm trying to put this stuff out there so that people can hopefully try and make some changes and live healthier lives. I'd like to see people living long, healthy lives. You can't beat it, honestly, you can't beat it. So until the next time, like, subscribe, tell all your friends if you think they might be interested, and stay fit and healthy forever, and I'll see you in the next video.